Welcome to the Daily Gospel of John. Today I'll be sharing a few brief thoughts from verses 23 and 24 in John 19. When the soldiers crucified Jesus, they took his clothes, dividing them into 4 shares, one for each of them, with the undergarment remaining, this garment, seamless, woven in one piece from top to bottom. "Let's not tear it," they said to one another. "Let's decide by lot who will get it." This happened that the scripture might be fulfilled, which said, "They divided my garments among them and cast lots for my clothing." So this is what the soldiers did. Over and over we see in the New Testament that the scriptures might be fulfilled, such and such happened. And the Old Testament has hidden within it hundreds of prophecies of Messiah, what he would do, how he would be conceived, where he would be born, the things he would say, and ultimately how he would die. This prophecy, with such minute detail, talking about how they would divide his garments among them and cast lots for his clothing or gamble. We see in Psalm 22 that prophecy clearly depicting the crucifixion and what would happen during the crucifixion. Now this was written 1,000 years BC. David wrote that, King David. And David was not speaking of himself when he wrote this. Obviously he was looking down the quarter of time, speaking prophetically. David died an old man in his bed. But we see in Psalm 22, I'll read part of it. He says, "I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart has turned to wax, it has melted away within me. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth. You lay me in the dust of death. Dogs have surrounded me, a band of evil men has encircled me. They have pierced my hands and my feet. I can count all my bones, people stare and gloat over me. They divide my garments among them and cast lots for my clothing." It gives me great comfort to know that the book that I put my trust in as being true is a miracle book, in that of all religious books, only the Bible predicts what is yet to come. There's a lot of books that write moral principles and ways to live, but only the Bible foretells the future and does so accurately. And so I also take comfort, though, in that God knew. God was not taken by surprise. And as the kings and governors and religious leaders all play their games, God is actually letting them be pawns in his game, because he was all about redeeming mankind, and this had to happen. He knew it would happen. He foretold it happening. Didn't catch him by surprise. And it tells me then today, all the evil and scheming and political intrigue and the mess in the world, and God is in charge, and things are going to end up just as the book foretells, and he wins and love wins in the end, and that's awesome.